Alright guys, let's have a look at NVDA. Overall market is making pretty big moves, and stock market in general, the indices, SPX, all-time highs 60k. That's where we are hovering around. For the first time probably we closed at this level, 6001. NVDA today it's down 1.6%, and this stock is about to report earnings 20th of November. Looks like after market close it's scheduled, so next Wednesday we're gonna have their earnings, and I do think until they report earnings it's going to be basically kill premium. I don't know how much it's baking in, but let's take a look. So going into that week of November 22nd, that's the expiration date for the option, for the next week, implied volatility you can see a little bit elevated, and it's pricing in $14 move plus or minus. What it is, well, $14 move, it's basically 10%, right? So stock is implying that it can move up or down 10%. Last time Nvidia reported earnings, if you guys remember, well, it did, a lot of people lost money on premiums because look what it did. It did trick many people by coiling up like this, where many people thought after earnings it would break out and make new all-time highs, but instead it just sold off, and then a lot of people had this expiration date, which is 9/20, and then after that it started moving. And now as soon as this expiration date is over, which is 10/18, okay, and then we got our cuts, right? Also recently elections are out of the way, and now this stock will probably close right here by basically doing nothing between two option expiration, which is OPEX of October, OPEX of November. What has it done since then? Well, it has gone up 5%. Is it a big move, especially given how it moves and the way it moves? You can see that it has killed a lot of premium. But we can just take a look at one strike just to have an idea of what is going on with the premiums. Let's say you are somebody who trades closer to the money, 145, that's where we're sitting. I'm looking at 150 call expiring, including that earnings date, and you can see how premium changed from the beginning of the October. So it opened at 550, went up to 8, came down to 3, went up to 6, and now it's trading at 5-ish, 448. So that's what I call premium kill, because a lot of people collecting crazy premium on a bit of a move where you can see it just moves a little bit and then they just turn the switch off. Stock just moves sideways, kills premium. I think also another thing what's happening is you can see the frenzy with the crypto and smaller cap stocks, where maybe money going to small caps. Russell 2000 is hinting that it wants to make a new all-time high. If you look at the IWM, 241, all-time highs 244. Probably it's going to make a new all-time high, but the money, it doesn't take too much of a money to come out of the chip makers to go and push the small caps higher. But we're not talking about that. But SMH, this is a semiconductor index, SMH. Look at this index as well. It is in a consolidation mode, you can say, but I don't see any clear trend for the last 2 months or so. Can it push higher? Be possible, but everybody else is waiting for basically Nvidia. Look at this heat map. So this is a heat map of semiconductors that we have year to date. Of course, the biggest dog is Nvidia, but last week performance, if you take a look at let's take a look at 1 month performance just to have an idea overall what's going on. This is 1 month's performance of semiconductors. Nvidia 7.7% up, and then Texas Instruments up 5%. Intel, we know it's in deep hole year to date, it's up 6.2%. Everything else is down. Broadcom flat, 1.2% for the last month, 1 month's return. AMD down 12% last month after reporting earnings. Also, if you take a look at the Qualcomm after reporting earnings, it's down. It's sold off too. So everything is waiting for basically Nvidia. If they report good earnings, okay, we might have Christmas rally thanks to, further rally, because a lot of people now betting that, especially with frenzy in small caps and BTC, people are betting that even S&P can catch a little bit of a bid and just go to 6,200 now by the end of the year. So that's I don't want to say that's consensus, but that's what basically the narrative is so far. We have November 11th. We have less than 2 months going into the end year, and what is it? It's probably another 3-4% move. If we go up from here to 620, 3.5% doable. Yeah, but it needs help of larger cap stocks, because large cap stocks are not helping last month or so. Of course, exclusion Tesla. You can see Apple, Microsoft not doing much, Meta not doing much. So, and also healthcare pretty bad looking too. So that's why I think Nvidia, I'm gonna be watching levels. I'm gonna be watching 130 as a possible pullback area if I want to anticipate or participate in some sort of an bullish trade. But I'm not touching it right here when it's sitting near its all-time highs. No, thank you. But it is above all of its moving averages. Stock is still in an uptrend. Momentum is to the upside, but in terms of premiums, 10%. That's what it's implying. So if you think that it's going to go higher than that, it has to move more than 10% for you to get paid. But I'm afraid it will be just like last time. It will kill premium, and it is at the point where, yes, market will imply big move, but it's not going to move that much. It's implying 10% right now. On earnings, it can move like 3%, 4%, 5%, something like that. But again, this is just purely my opinion. Thanks for watching. See you in the next update. Peace.